So it's okay, thank you. No, sorry, I'm not going to call your name actually. So yeah, I'm going to say the last four numbers in your telephone number, and also maybe the beginning of the first letter of your name or your surname, and also your email address. Something that I know that with this you should be able to identify yourself. I'm not going to share your CV, but I think I would. One thing that I will also ask you to do, maybe we'll take that time moment actually to say, so if I call this your CV out, right? If you don't mind, just say send a message to me, personal message, okay? Not to everyone, to say, yeah, I'm here, okay? So I'll know that I'm not speaking to someone that's not here. So this is important, okay? So yeah, if that's okay, just send a personal message don't send it on Telegram, just send it on the chat, okay? That private message, okay? So, okay, so let's start. The first person, your surname starts with O and ends with O, okay? And your email address starts with O and ends with 100 at gmail.com. 100 at gmail.com. And your telephone number ends with 1927. Do you have the person there? Your telephone number ends with 1927. Maybe if I don't get the person on, then I might just kind of skip it then. So your telephone number ends with 1927. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, all right, brilliant, thank you. So, okay, from what I can see, I think we're done for the CV. It looks good to me, actually, to be honest. So, and let's see. Okay, the objective looks good, actually. So one thing I can say is the paragraph, we can, after the agile methodology, push it down, okay? And I like, yeah, throughout the career, I've been blah, 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 which I think is really, really good also. And okay, your goal is to do this. I think the objective looks good, actually, so, which I think is good. And okay, all right, that is fine. So education, okay, that is good. Okay, certification, okay, training. Okay, so on the technical skills, okay, you've kind of broken that down into two columns, which is good actually. But the only issue is like they are not even, okay? One column has got maybe 8 on, I think maybe even 12 lines, and the other one has got 3. So make sure that you kind of split them, okay? So if that is okay. So, and the other technical skills or tools that I don't see here that I think as a BA you should have, like Balsamiq and everything. But it's a good start as you go through in the internship, be adding those ones also. Even as you apply for jobs as well, be adding those tools as well. So someone was talking to me and say, oh, I need this particular tool. How will I know? I said, this tool will only take you 2 hours to learn. So you're just going to learn it. So every tool that you think are related to your role, go and, even if you're not going to cover it on this internship, just go and learn it and put on your CV as well. So that's important, okay? But yeah, so one thing I can say is like, yeah, that technical skills, put them in 2 equal columns, and with that, the agile technology that you put at the bottom should come up anyway. So which I think is good. So one thing I also want to say to everybody also, I'll be even though I'm going to review one person's CV, especially, so I'll be talking about some pitfall, right? So that you also need to look into that if your CV has got the same pitfall. So it's very, very important for you to have that. Okay. So okay. Okay. So okay, let's move on. All right. I think yeah, don't worry about what I said before. I just opened in a new format. I think in the technical C, I can see that better right now. So I think it looks okay. So what you just need to add, to be honest, is the tools for your role. Actually, I can see that there are some of the role that tools that you use, even Visio, Balsamiq, they're not there anyway. So you need to look at, and also there's some other technical skills that are not there. Assist, all those terms that they taught you as a BA, you need to add them as well. So the one that you add in the risk management, there's a space that you need to remove, a little space at the beginning of risk management. You need to remove that. Okay. So, and moving on to the experience. Okay. So I like the fact that, okay, you put the, okay. So you put the description about the role, about the company, which is okay. So, but one thing, let's see a line. You see where you have the register, there's a indentation. So I think you need to remove that indentation anyway. So let's see a line together if that is okay. So, and the next thing, okay. So the next thing I want you, yeah, even your responsibility, look into the alignment, okay, to, yeah, to so that you can align them together. But one thing I can say for this is I use a lot of power words, which I think really make a lot of sense, which I think is good. So one thing that is only missing is the tool also in those power words. Okay, so what are the tools that you use for this anyway? So you put some buzzword, like for instance, yeah. So you actually use it in one of those, creating blah 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 and so blah blah using Azure DevOps. That is good. Okay, that is brilliant. And you use, so I need you to use other tools as well. For instance, also okay, all right, that's brilliant. And I saw another one also, designing blah 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 using Balsamiq, which I think is good anyway. So well done for that. So, and yeah, you can see the tools that you put on this row now. So you should, I'm expecting to see that at the top. That's what I was expecting at the top as well. You need to put those ones at the top. So on the project, which I think is also good. So, and what is only missing is, description about that project. So if you can put description about that project also, that would be fine. So then in terms of achievements, okay, the first one that you wrote is not your achievement, it's your responsibility. Writing story, blah, blah. It's not an achievement. What you are asked to do day to day is not an achievement. Achievement will be like, I was able to cut the number of, work item, blah blah. I was able, so just Google or use ChatGPT to share to get some achievement, or the business are now making money because of what I do. Just yeah. So all those two that you wrote in there are not actually achievement, that are your responsibility. So you need to look for another one. Okay. So then the only thing that you need to look into now, because if your CV has got BA and project management, okay? So, and also team lead, you need to align them together. Otherwise, you'll be like, okay, which one are you applying for? Are you applying for a project manager, or are you applying for a BA role anyway? So, but it's good that, okay, both of them are in IT line anyway, so which I think is good anyway. So I like also the description about the next role is okay, and the responsibility. Yeah, that one seems to be very aligned. Actually, you wrote down properly. So, and the only, yeah, and I like the fact you started with the past tense, which is good. So you need to, because it's a past role, right? You need to use that. You need to, your verb should be past tense: defined, identified, maintained, lead, or led rather. So yeah, developed, monitored. All those words you need to put in past tense anyway. So if that is fine. So yeah. So then yeah, tools is okay. Achievements, yeah. So the same way, that achievement is not kind of achievement as well. So yeah. So okay. So now the third row, which I'm in this one. So the same thing that happened on the first row in the description is happened. You see the second row, it kind of aligned how you explained that it aligned very well, which I think is good. But the third one did not align. So you need to look at the first row and the second row. So responsibility is not a bit reduced, but that's fine. But if you can increase it, that will be good anyway. So yeah, so well done. To be honest, I think your CV is kind of, I would say, yeah, 80% or even 90% is kind of ready. And to be honest, even if you want to send it out, you can send that like this. So well done for that. For me, is a good start to this review. Well done. Okay, the next person, your telephone number ends with 7423, 7423, and your email address starts with A and ends with O at gmail.com. Starts with A, ends with O at gmail.com. There is a particular number on your CV. It's actually 2200. So if you are there, just let me know. So send a message to me, let me know so that I know that you are here. Your name starts with A and ends with T, and your surname ends with I. Okay, can I assume that the person is not here? Okay. I'm going to skip that then. Okay. Okay. All right. So the next person, okay, this is not ready at all. Okay. So because he hasn't got, I can't even see the name. So I just want to look at it so that the person would not say I did not actually call the person. So this one, what I can use to, no, this is not even ready at all. Okay, so this person, you actually work as a legal assistant from October 2019 to June 2020. So yeah, so something G solicitors. So G blah 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 solicitors. So as a legal assistant in 2019 to 2020. So you got LLB anyway. Yeah, from Lister. Okay. So yeah, this is now actually ready. Okay. So okay, all right. So the next person. So the next person, your telephone number ends with 3079, 3079, 3079. Your postcode ends with 6PT. If you are there, let me know. So your postcode ends with 6PT. Your name start with T. Okay. All right. Thank you. So, okay. So, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So I like the header is good anyway, which is brilliant. And also you put, yeah, nationality in there. So which I think following what I said. So if you have LinkedIn profile, that's okay. But if not, that is not a showstopper anyway. So which is good. The profile and objective looks good to me, to be honest. So that is good. Education, yeah, that is good. Okay, and the skills and agile too. One thing that I want you to do, right? You've got a lot of space at the top, like the header. Okay, if you can bring them up, right? I think there's a lot of space. Yeah. So, yeah, if you can reduce the header, okay, so that your profile page fits into one page, okay. So everything before your experience is in the first page. That would be good anyway. So, and also you can reduce the space in the technical skills and the agile methodology. So that will bring some other things up actually. So the agile methodology, I think they're more than that anyway. So, and agile methodology is part of the Fibonacci's and everything that you do in estimation and everything, the sprint plan. So those are the things that you sprint planning and also are part of that anyway. So you can bring those one down so that, yeah, all those Buntan and everything. So that's another thing. So, and yes, so okay, but I think it's also fine anyway because you already put it in the technical skills anyway. So that is fine. So the tools, that is okay. So, but one thing that I can say, even to make it, yeah. So the education, you got one space in between them, so you can remove these spaces so that it pushes the tools up actually. So that would make a lot of sense anyway. So, but this is good. I like the layout. Is really, really brilliant anyway. So well done. So then talking about the experience, okay. All right. So now on the description about the role, okay. So I would say people just, yeah, I know that when I was doing the what's it called, the training about how to create CV, I went to some sites and I said, okay, this, but don't just copy and paste from any company website, if I may say, right? Some of the things that for right now, I would know that you've copied because, yeah, so because your CV should be yours anyway. So by copying and paste from the site, is also plagiarism anyway. So that's another thing I want to say. Okay, everything you need to make it your own. So another thing, even the fact that you also copied, is also use we offer. So that is not actually so because you want to explain what that particular company does. Also by saying we offer, you just kind of let it out that this person just went to copy and paste. So you need to kind of own it. Okay. Okay. So in terms of responsibility, so blah blah. So when another thing, okay, in terms of responsibility, when it comes to maybe the fees, no, 1, 2, 3, maybe number 10 or thereabout, say basic project management. Yeah, I don't think you need that, okay? And you can remove that basic project management. Just start with the knowledge of project management and abilities, blah, blah, to get it now. So that would, yeah, you don't need to say, yeah, to put that colon and everything in there. So just, yeah, the same way you've done the other bit, that's fine, yeah. Yeah, the same way with achievements. Look at the achievement. Achievements, sometimes I will tell you what people are looking for when they're talking about achievements quickly. So you look at metrics, right? So to say what you are looking for, because this is happening every time now. So, and so let me quickly, I'll just go to ChatGPT and say achievement of Scrum Master for my CV. That's what I just wrote in ChatGPT now. So now ChatGPT brought it for me. So, and this is what he said now. Mention how you increase the team productivity by implementing Scrum practices. Example, improve team velocity by 20% by optimizing the sprint planning and backlog refinement. You can see that is an achievement. You are actually saying by doing this, my team velocity has increased by 20%. Another thing also, reduce project delivery time by this amount through effective sprint planning, blah, blah, like that. So that's another thing that, so no, I'm not sharing the screen anyway. So yeah. Hold on, if I want to share 1 minute, if you guys want. Because this is quickly, okay. Okay, all right. So this is a good one. I just wrote achievement of Scrum Master for my CV, actually, as you can see. So improve team productivity, reduce delivery. And it actually gives you an example. So stakeholder communication, and it gives another example, improve communication between development, blah, blah, resulting in 15%. This is what I'm talking about when we are talking about achievement, which is different from your responsibility. Do you get it now? So you can see champion retrospective and implementation of actions resulting in 40% increase in the team productivity over a year. So those are the things that I'm actually looking for. So for instance, if I also go and do the same thing for a BA, right? So, and I say for business analyst rather. Okay, as you can see, it gives another thing. For example, successfully gathered and document complex business requirement for that blah. That is your responsibility, right? But however, and now resulting in an achievement, resulting in 20% reduction of the project delivery cycle. As you can see, those one. So you can, do whatever you want. And so, okay, all right, cool. So, okay, all right. So I think, you need to look at that achievements. Also, okay. Okay, all right. So for the next row, right, well done for that. So one thing I want to say is that, so the monitor and maintain quality, blah, blah, blah. So I'll bring that to the top, to be honest, because that is a bit related to, Scrum Master, okay? So lead case team, blah, 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 I think through complex. So that's another thing, develop, so because you want to bring those ones that are related to the role that you're looking for, as a delivery manager anyway. So the guys, I've actually led delivery of different projects. Do you get it now? It might not be agile, but it's also I've actually worked in that capacity. Do you get it now? So that's what you want to say with that. I've got transferable skills in different roles, in different sections. So that's what you want to say. And also you might also look into the title as well, so that is a bit aligned with what you're looking for anyway. So, and okay, so the first achievement, that was good. Then the second one, sharing best practice within I don't think that is an achievement, because it's part of what you should expect to do within your role. So you need to look at other things anyway. So so I would so I think you got what I'm looking for. The next one, you need to work on that anyways, because I can see I identify, I work, So that you saw the other two that you did, which is good. Actually, you're starting with a verb at the beginning, but in the third one, you are starting with a pronoun. Oh, yeah. So which I think is not right anyway. So in the 1, 2, 3, yeah, these three are okay, but when it becomes the fourth responsibility 51, you are now using I. You remove the I, so you can start identify, work, or something like that. Is good. Then also in terms of responsibilities, actually, I like the first one, the responsibility of the first role, which is good. The second responsibility, I think on the second role, you've put a lot of words in the first responsibility, which is a lot, actually, almost like 6 lines. So if your responsibility is becoming more than, I would say even 2 lines should be enough. 3 is still manageable, but if it's becoming more than 3, I think it's too much in a line. 2 is 1 or 2, but 2 probably. So, but not like 1 to be maybe a 5 word or 6 word. Yeah, I would say, yeah, 1 is good anyway. So look into those parts. Yeah. So, okay. All right, cool. Okay, I think the rest follows the same order anyway. Okay. One thing I can say, I like the format. If it is okay, the layout is good. Actually, the only thing that you need to do is the content. Move the content around anyway. So if that is okay, yeah. So, but well done. I think with little tweak, this also is kind of ready. Yeah. So the next person, your telephone number ends with 2184. Once if you know yourself, just say I am here anyway before I finish the other thing. Your telephone number ends with 2184. Your name starts with T and another, okay, maybe it's your last name anyway. So yeah, I think your surname starts with T and ends with N. Okay. And your email address ends with T at yahoo.co.uk. T at yahoo.co.uk. Are you there? Telephone number ends with 2184. 2184. And just if you are there, you need to send me a message, okay? A private message anyway. So, okay. So not on Telegram, please, not on Telegram. I said on chat, okay? So people should not be sending Telegram chats to me. So on the chat, okay, I'm still waiting. Okay, so okay, all right, cool. I'll continue. Okay, all right, brilliant. So yeah, so your telephone number ends with 2184. Okay, 2184. Whoa, that you need to work on this. Okay, you need to really work on this one. The profile page, well, even with profile text is a lot, right? You've got one page full of profile page that well, it's good that you wrote all these things, which shows that it's going to be keep it somewhere. So, but one thing on your 2 or 3 paragraph is what you need on the paragraph on the CV. So more than that, if you have more than 2 paragraph, it's too much anyway. 4 minutes, I don't know. Okay. So it's too much. So, but one thing I think, because what you wrote in there are really, really great. So copy it and save it somewhere. It might also help you in your interview. So, and even the skills as well, you need to put them in columns. Watch the last video that I said, so that you can put them in columns. On the last video I did on creating CV, so put them on columns. Then experience, I would say that please go and watch the video. I think, yeah, you need to go and watch the video on this one. This thing, it needs a lot of work actually. So yeah, so that's what I can say. Yeah, so yeah, so go and watch the video and you can see what I said. So the next person, your telephone number ends with 6842, 6842, 6842, 6842. If you are there, let me know your okay, let me see. All right, that's you. Yeah, okay, thank you. So okay. First, okay, the title is good. Okay, that's fine. Mob. Okay, I will not just say mob like that. To be honest, if you want to say mobile, say mobile. If you want to say phone, say phone. Do you get it now? Or even if you just remove it, mob is a different. Yeah. Even if you remove, if you just put M, maybe this me, I will even align with that. But I'll say just say mobile, to be honest. So if that's fine. So if you put that in bold, and let the email also be in bold as well anyway. So yeah. So done. Minutes. Yes, okay. All right, cool. So yeah, the profile looks okay, but one thing that I want to say is okay, I get what you're trying to say in terms of the number of years here and there and there. So for me, I would just remove the number of years, okay? Knowledge gained from okay, a unique blend of Scrum Master and knowledge gained from Agile Delivery Manager, blah blah. I think you still need a bit of rework, actually. I kind of like it, I was going to say, but you need to look at that. I want you to remove the years, to be honest. So put them together, right? And say, I've got this number of years. Yeah. Even some people will work on this and they, for instance, now, I've got 2 years as a Scrum Master, okay, or 3 years as Scrum Master, but I've actually worked maybe 20 years in IT. So this person will say, oh, I have 20 years of experience in the IT and leave the rest completely. Do you get that in your profile page? So that gives you more of, yeah, what's it called, authority or visibility. Do you get it? Rather than saying, and then split it, do you get it now? Then when they go into your CV, they can see, okay, this has got 2 years or 3 years or 4 years anyway. But I would say that, yeah, of course, the 8 years experience a portfolio analyst is okay. I can leave that. But the 2 years as blah, blah, I can leave that. Instead of that, I would say I've got like 8 years experience and do you get our 10 years experience and also 8 years experience as a portfolio? Yeah, do you get it now? So just what you just have to play with that number. Do you get it now? So if that makes a lot of sense, okay. Okay, all right. So that is fine. So like I said, I think you didn't follow what I said in the interview, in the CV creation, but it's fine if you don't want to follow that. That also is good anyway. So one thing I also want you to watch out for is the bullet points that you put in there. I think you're using the arrow, but some of them are bold, some of them are not bold. Okay, you need to be consistent, and also the indentation as well, or you need to be consistent. The uh line spacing as well, you need to be consistent. Some of them are kind of Yeah, so I think you're putting some line in between. Some of them you're not. Yeah, I think, yeah, you need to be consistent anyway. So I would say if you don't want to put any line, don't put any line. I would rather say you don't put any line anyway. So which I think is okay. So yeah. So you also need to align the description of the first company. So the blue with the provide. So let them be in on the same line anyway. So because there's kind of indent on the first one anyway. So you need to look into that. Okay. All right, cool. I think this is fine, but I would say that you should add more responsibility to the first role, right? Then after that, you still need the projects that you worked on, you need the tools as well that you worked on, okay? And also add the achievements if that's okay. So you need to put that in there. So, okay. Okay. I think the CV is good. It looks good actually. You just need to work on the formatting actually. So you work on the formatting. I think you started very well. Okay. So first, uh, the description of the company, you need to do the same thing for the next one. I think that's not there anyway. So you need to put that later. But look at the formatting. Let it align. I think the responsibility looks good. And I've also the formatting of the whole CV is good as well. It's just the text in between, actually, right? So for I think it's not even the text is okay, right? But you put some spacing in between those ones. You need to just make it to be consistent, and also the bullet points as well. So and put those missing part that I asked you to put, like the two, the project that you worked on, and if you can work on those ones, that will be good anyway. So, but if you also want, you can bring the education to the top, certificate to the top, and also the skills to the top, because so why I said that some people might not have the patience to go through, but it's not like the CV is long anyway. How many pages are 2 page anyway? But it's okay. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you for that. So the next person, your telephone number ends with 6686. 6686. If you are there, let me know. 6686. 6686. Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, all right. So that is brilliant. It's okay, all right, cool. So the profile. Okay. Like I said, you only put London. It's okay, but I don't think that is good enough, to be honest. Anybody can put London and put, yeah. So if you're actually, I'll say put your postcode, yeah, if that's fine. If you are comfortable with that anyway, but if you're not, you can leave it anyway. So, but London is just so generic more often because London is a big area actually as well. So sometimes, yeah. So if that's okay. So yeah, if you if you don't require authorization in the UK, just put it as well. Okay, but if you require authorization, just be silent about it anyways. So that's fine. So okay, that is good. Okay, profile, introductory profile, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. Automation experience in full end-to-end testing. I'm struggling with that full, right? I would just say end-to-end testing. I don't know whether you will need that full, but I really don't. I'm not sure anyway. So whether you need what is full end-to-end testing, end-to-end testing is end-to-end testing. I don't think there's anything like full end-to-end testing. I would just leave end-to-end testing, to be honest. So if that makes sense. So except from that, yeah, the okay, that is fine. So the core skills and competence. Okay, 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 okay. So the 51, the ability to, can you move it? Yeah, there, I think indentation also, ability to, familiarization with version control system like GitHub. Yeah, no. So I don't think you would call GitHub a version control system. So rather than saying version control system, say CI/CD tool, okay, like GitHub, Azure DevOps, and yeah, which is what you've already kind of put in the last one, strong knowledge of, yeah. So I'll just say strong knowledge of CI/CD tools like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, okay. And to be honest, I like how you put that one at the bottom because even though Azure DevOps is also used for CI/CD, like GitHub, right? It does more than CI/CD. It does test management, continue, which I think you've already highlighted anyway. So, and I would just say at the, if you put that, remove the familiarization, okay? Experience with other CI/CD tools, like that's what I would put maybe at the end of that particular page, if that's okay. So, okay, so technical skills, okay, integration, okay, all right, languages, blah, blah, test two. So ensure that you put everything in one page, okay? So the test type, they are going down, so you need to put them up, okay? So one way to do that. Another thing, I'm not sure. I think there seems to be, yeah, okay, that's true. So the border text that you put in there, can you remove it? I don't think there's a rectangle border at the end. I don't know what you need that for, to be honest. So I think it's on the first page. It's not on the other ones. It's not on the second page. Just remove that. It just is not making it. Yeah. So remove that, like that rectangle box that you put the text inside. Just remove it if that makes sense. Okay. Then also, yeah, let the text type, yeah, come up anyway. So okay. So another thing I want to say, okay, if you are not in advance, okay, which I don't, I want to think you are one of the advanced. Can you type? Let me know if you are in the advance, because if you are not in advance, I think you are okay. All right, cool. Okay, 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 cool. All right, brilliant. Okay, that is fine. So, but yeah, I think this is kind of too much in terms of responsibility. It's good actually, right? But I just felt that it could be overwhelming anyway. So let me look at the next one, right? Okay. To be honest, I don't want to say you should remove. Do you get it now? Okay. Let's see how you go along with that. It seems because there are a lot in there, which I see is a lot of content. Do you get it now? Which I want you to kind of leave. It seems is really, really good. The CV is rich in terms of that experience. So, and yeah, though I will have said maybe 15 is okay. But if you can reduce it, that's fine. But it's not a showstopper, but because yeah, there are a lot of things. The only thing, if I want to remove anything that I think is not relevant. So for instance, say experience in non-functional activities using TDD and BDD. That is not correct because TDD and BDD is functional. Okay. So because of that, yeah, I will remove that anyway. But if you want to say non-functional test activities like performance testing, yeah. So those are the things that you want to put in there, not like TDD, BDD. Yeah, that is not totally correct. Okay. So yeah, of course, I will remove the assisted in setting up test environment. Okay. Because assisted doesn't mean that you are the one doing it anyway. So you can, so yeah, but it's also because setting up test environment and configuration of build is good, actually, is you want to have that in your CV, to be honest. Yeah, so writing feature files for automation, you want to have that as well. I'm not sure that you want to have that just like that. I would say, okay, writing BDD framework using SpecFlow, yeah, for automation from scratch, something like that. Okay, good. And I think you can remove that. You can remove that because you already have implement on BDD framework using Gherkin, Cucumber, and Java. So, and that is that, which is fine. One thing that you need to also watch out, right, is very, very important, okay? So because you have C Sharp and you also have Java in the same responsibility, right? You need to kind of motivate it to get it now. Why do you have Java and C Sharp in the same experience? Most people don't have that. That's why we don't normally do that in advance as well. That's why even in this internship also, we focus on one project, you only focus on one. But if you have more than one project, you can switch between the project to get now. That also is allowed, okay? So, which is fine. So the only thing now, you need to put the project that you worked on, you need to put the tools as well in each of the rows, okay? Which is not there, okay? That is not there. You need to put those things in there. So the tools, the responsibility, and anyway. So, but I like the work ethic and because it takes a lot of effort to write this. So well done on this one, well done. So this is impressive, yeah. So, and the next thing, okay. So you still have the education on the next line. Okay. So one thing, to be honest, I really love, well, it's okay. If you put it there, that's fine. Though I would really prefer that the education should go into the first page. But if it cannot fit in there, that is fine. You can put it in where you put it. But one thing, you've kind of aligned it to justify, right? So, but let it be aligned to the left so that it's not scattered. As you can see, it's scattered over the page anyway. So, which is fine. So remove the gray band. I think you don't need that, to be honest, okay? University of blah, 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 UK. Let it be on one line, then remove the gray, to be honest. So I don't think you need that gray band or stripe in that anyway. So because it doesn't, just remove it. Let it be everything be white, but yeah. So which I think is okay. All right, cool. And yeah, because from what I can see, I don't think you'll be able to fit in the education qualification and professional qualification on the front page. because you've already written a lot there, and I don't want you to miss anything, which I think. So it's okay to put it where they are, just align it properly if that's okay. Okay. And okay, all right, cool. I will leave that, move to the next person. Okay, the next person. Okay, so your telephone number ends with 2804. 2804. So if you are here, let me know. 2804. And your email ends with 2002. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, that is you. Okay, thank you. Okay, all right. So okay, I like this citizenship one. That is good. So I really don't know. Yeah, whether you want to put the postcode as well. I know you guys. Yeah. So if that's fine, yeah. But if not, that's fine. So okay, okay, all right, cool. Yeah, I like how you play with your words, which I think is fun. Blah blah with 10 years experience across blah blah blah, which is good actually, which is what I was talking about before, right? So which I think you kind of brought everything together and you put the number of experience in there as in total, which I think is really, really good. Well done for that. Okay. Then the core skills, okay, blah, and also the data skills, which I think is also good. Quantitative programming, actually, yeah, that is brilliant. Okay, so that is good. But one thing I want to talk about in that, in terms of the profile, it's not that it's totally out of line, but I would say if you can expand on that 3 lines and just put another 3 lines, that would be better. That would be good anyway. So, but if not, what you wrote in there is good, because even your core competence is really, really at core, which I think I kind of like how you kind of laid everything out. So, which is good. So, education, that is good. Okay. All right. So one thing that you need to do, right, if that is okay, if it's possible, right, maybe it might also make a lot of sense. And though I know what you're trying to do in terms of the technical skills, the tools, and the agile methodology, the except from technical skills, the other one are 2 columns, right? But if you put them in three columns, all right, it will make it to be more aligned actually, because right now when I'm looking at it, I was like, okay, this is 2, this is 3. So just make it three columns so that they are aligned anyway. So if that makes sense anyway, with that, the last column will not jump up. All right. Yeah. So yeah, because the last column is on the second line. So it will bring that up anyway. So yeah. So because, okay, all right. So in terms of the tools now, you've actually listed some tools at the top, right? So I'm not sure because you kind of brought them, and then because if I don't know whether you want to repeat them at the bottom, right? So because like some of the tools, and it might make a lot of sense to repeat them because yeah, so look into that if you want to repeat those tools also at the bottom so that if they are not looking at that, is that all the tools that you have, whether the person already forgot that you've actually listed them at the top. In look into that anyway. I would say maybe you should put them as well there. Okay, professional experience. Okay, okay, all right. So Yeah, in terms of responsibility, after you've written the name of the company, what the company does, I would say the word responsibility should come next, actually, right? To know that these are your responsibility. But I know that it's not a showstopper for a lot of people, but that's fine. So the next thing that you want to do right after the responsibility, even before the rest, inside the responsibility, one thing quickly. So some of your responsibility are punchy, right? So if you want to kind of add the tools that you use for those responsibility, for instance, and let's say, let me look at one that you can. Okay, collaborate with stakeholders to gather requirement, blah, 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 using Azure DevOps, something like that, okay? Analyze trend, blah, blah, blah. What do you use for it, okay? So because then you are also kind of putting, yeah, the tools that you use as well in that responsibility. So then after that, once you've done that, then also put the project that you worked on, okay? And also put the tools as well that you work on this project, which is fine. So if you can do that, then do the same thing also for the roles, the next one. So the same way, the next role that you have, you didn't actually kind of put a description about the company, okay, and do the project if you can anyway. But I like what you've done. It looks good. So, and I said, of course, if you can put achievement as well, put achievement so that it's kind of meaty. So, okay. All right, cool. Thank you. I'm moving on to the next person. Your name starts with J. Your telephone number ends with 9304. 9304. Are you there? 9304. 9304. If you're there, let me know. So your email ends with n@yahoo.com. Are you there? Just send a private message to me on the chat, okay? Okay, I'm going to assume that you are not there. Okay, I'm going to go through quickly again. Your telephone number ends with 9304. Your postcode ends with 2HS, okay? 2HS. Your name starts with J, okay? Okay, I'll assume you are not here. Okay, all right, cool. Let's move to the next person. Okay, I think I've reviewed this one before. This might be another, okay? So this person, your telephone number ends with 3. Okay, all right, I'll go back to you then, okay? Just got a message from this person. Your telephone number 9304, 9304. I'm gonna go through that again, okay? All right, 9304, this is your review, okay? All right, cool. So, okay. Okay, I'm going to assume that you have a dependent visa, right? If that is the case, that's where you say do not, or yeah, or you have indefinite, if he's indefinite leave to remain, you need to put that in there. But if he's like a dependent visa, you don't require, of course, then I'll say, okay, it's okay like that. Just send a message to me if that is the case anyway. So, okay. All right, cool. Then at the top of your page, right, where you have your name, can you, because I think you use the justify, the one that spread over the page, right? It does. Okay, all right, cool. Thank you. I think, yeah, that makes sense what you put in there. So it's okay, leave that. But yeah, let's now move back to what I was saying before. So in terms of where you put the MBA, blah, blah, yeah, the title. So you actually expand it through everywhere. So is it that you make it align to the left or align into the center? Okay. So it doesn't look good with Justify. or you at the end of the justify, you say enter so that it doesn't spread like that anyway. So it doesn't look good at the top like that. It just spreads everything. So, okay, all right, cool. Okay. 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 I like how you use the number, right? Instead of saying, I would say, instead of saying 2 decades, because some people will say you only see two, right? I'll say with over 20 years experience. Do you get it now? All right. So that they see the number is very, very important. That 20 than 2. Okay. So it's, yeah. So you want to put that number out like that anyway. So if that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So then, so I would say that just use ChatGPT again, right, to improve the profile. I would say at least 6 or 8 with level of experience that you're talking about. So yeah, so if you can put more words in that profile, that would be good. 6 or yeah, you already got even 70% of what is required there. Just expand it a bit, put two lines more. That would be good. Certification, education. Okay. Key achievements. I think that is good, to be honest. That is, yeah. Okay. You have some spaces after the key achievements, okay? I think you can bring this key up, okay? So if you can play with the lines anyway, so that the keys come up, and I'm not sure that you'll be able to fit everything in anyway. So, but if you can do that anyway, because yeah, I think I would say the key achievement at the top also will make a lot of sense anyway, but that's fine. So I don't want you to remove it. You can also put that in there. So, but that would mean that you have 1.5 page for your profile page. It's not a showstopper, to be honest. So if you can reduce the space, that would be good. So, but at the end, when you have the tools, right, it's kind of disaligned, okay? So align them properly if you can, okay? Then the same thing with the career history, you can see it's kind of split into two, okay? So align them to the left, okay? If that's fine. Okay, so one thing I want to warn you, okay, this is not a BA CV, right? Okay, so you need to look at what you are looking for. It's kind of a bit all over the place, okay? So you need to, what are you looking for? But I can see the progression. It make a lot of sense, okay? Whether you want to kind of look into, yeah, because your present role and the one following that is not, right? The one at the, yeah, it looks okay, right? The progression is good, right? Starting from 2015, right? So of course the other one is still okay anyway. So which I think is fine. You would do well as an ADM, to be honest, okay? So I think I can advise you to look into that anyway. You do well as an ADM or a product owner, right? So if you want, actually, based on the profile that I see here, right? So, and also based on what you've done, actually, right? So, um, Yeah. So look into that. So let's have a chat. Okay. So I think you would, yeah, because of how you've arranged the CV. So because even the role that you wanted to do, the last time you've done it was 2018, right? From this CV, actually. But if you say senior project manager role, this CV is good. You just need to kind of, yeah, tweak it to what I've said. And I like how you even put, yeah, the achievements also. Do you get it now? I will just bring them out. For instance, initiated, coordinated, blah, blah, strategy and cost reduction by 10%. That's an achievement. Put it down, okay? So that it's kind of stood out. People are not missing it up, or do you get it now, with your responsibility? So it's good to put that. But I think the CV is rich. You just need to decide what exactly do you want. Do you get it now? Have a discussion with yourself. What do I want? Where do I want? So then align the CV. I'm going to assume that you know what to do, right, in terms of how to bring them together and you do good the CV. But yeah, I think that's what I can say. Yeah. Uh, Send a message to me if you understand what I mean. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. This one looks familiar. I thought I've reviewed this CV. Is it a new one? It seems some people are uploading more than one. Okay, all right, cool. Yes. Okay, all right. So this person, your telephone number ends with 3502, 3502, 3502, 3502. Are you there? 3502. 3502. Okay, all right, cool. Thank you. Okay. Uh one, I would ask you to go and look for, if you can, to be honest, I'll say maybe look for another template, right? I'm not sure that you use any template at all, or you just wrote. Can you let me know whether you use a template or not, actually, or you just kind of, it seems that you just kind of do it yourself anyway. So sometimes template just help you to keep everything in check anyway. So, okay, but I'll just review the content and see if you can use a different template, you will keep it, yeah, it will beautify it actually. So, okay, all right. So, yeah, so if you can use a template, go and use a template on Microsoft Word or anything anyway. So, yeah. Okay, because even the header as well, so it looks, yeah, so realigning, yeah, so that's fine, but okay. Okay, first, okay. Yeah, I really don't get the first paragraph and the second paragraph, right? So if you, I think you might need to align them together, okay? So, because even the first paragraph, I don't know whether you need them as well, because, or put the first paragraph below the second paragraph. Do you get it now? Let it start, okay, professional summary, then align to the left, okay? Because even the first paragraph, I was saying, what is the person looking for? Is it a BA, QA, DA, or whatever? But eventually it took me to the end to actually see the last the last text in that particular first paragraph. But however, in the second paragraph, just say experience, blah blah, which I think is just really important. I know that this CV is for this particular role, which I think is good. So I would say, so if you can you combine them together, right? And make it into 2 paragraphs, those 2 together. So yeah, if that makes sense. So, okay. And the tools, okay. And if you can put them in bullet points, okay. And after that, put them in, yeah, I think I want to believe, okay. Yeah, and then put them in columns. So not spaces like you've done. That would be good anyway. I will ask you to go and it seems like I don't think you kind of watch my video on how this should be done, right? Please do watch that video, okay? And you can resubmit the CV after you've done that. So, but I think it's a good start. You got some of the content that you need to put in there. It's just a matter of formatting and making sure that they look good, okay? So another thing that I want to say is like, where you have 4 words or 5 words in your requirements, don't do that. Sorry, in your responsibilities. Don't just put 4 or 5 words, okay? Let it be meaty, okay? Expand it, don't, yeah. So, okay, like for instance, execution of automation, yeah, that automation script. No, creating an execution of automating test script using Azure DevOps or using or automation test script using Selenium with BDD, using, yeah, all those things. You need to put them so that it kind of come together and it's meaty. So not like, yeah, just a phrase actually. So I'm going to leave that for you to kind of review again. Okay. Okay, I'll go to the next person. This person, your telephone number ends with 7933. Are you there? 7933? 7933. 7933. 7933. Your email ends with 16@gmail.com. Are you there? 7933. Okay, I'm going to skip. And I don't think the person even followed my advice anyway. Okay, all right. The next one is your telephone number ends with 0812, 0812, 0812, 0812, and your email ends with akin@gmail.com. akin@gmail.com. That's the ending of the email address. And you've got a number on your CV, 350108. 350108. Your telephone number ends with 08. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Okay. All right. Brilliant. Thank you. So I'm going to go through that now. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Okay. All right. So you need to let me know because you put authorization to work in the UK. You now say do not require any authorization or work permit. Okay. Is that the case? Okay. If you are to work in the UK, are you not going to require authorization? I just need a confirmation from you. Okay. If you can type that in the chat. Okay. But if you are going to require authorization to work in the UK, I would ask you to remove the line completely. right? So that you don't need to put anything. Okay. So I need you to kind of type that to say, okay, yeah, I do not require or I do require. Okay, send a message to me quickly. So, but if you do require authorization to work in the UK, just remove that line completely, if that's okay. Okay, personal statement. Except from that, the other is okay. Okay, personal statement. As a dedicated bar with a, I don't know, is it a year or what are you trying to write? Just a yen or something like that. I'm not sure what that is. Is it a year or, yeah, or proving success? So I need to know what you want to write there. Is it a year or that is a typo or what? Okay. So I think I want to believe that's a typo. It's not a year. So you need to look into that. But if it's a year, I will just remove that completely. I will just say quality assurance with proving success. Okay. You don't need to say a year or thereabout. That's fine. With proving success, I am passionate about, yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Just put that in there. Okay. Okay. So in the second paragraph, there's a space before the I. Okay. Remove the space before the I. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. All right. It's a yeah. Okay. Thank you for confirming that. Okay. So there's a typo. So if you actually mean the year, I'll just remove it. Okay. Just say with proving success. Okay. Remove the year. So that's fine. So ability to cultivate strong relationship with project manager. I wouldn't put project manager because as you can see in your team, there's no project manager. Okay. So I would say with stakeholders and team members. Okay. Instead of saying project manager, I'll say stakeholders and team members. Okay. Just instead of the project manager. Okay. All right. I think, yeah, the personal statement is good. Well done. So just made that correction. Okay. So I don't know. That's another thing. It depends where you are looking to apply to, right? O levels for me, I don't think is necessary. Okay. But I'm okay for it's okay for me to leave that. But I don't think it's necessary. Okay. But if you want to put that in the WAEC is they are all capital. Okay. Yeah. But I would rather just say remove it anyway. If yeah. Okay. Okay. HND. Okay. PSC. Yeah, and the education, you need to align. It's not really aligned together. To get it now? So you see the ICEP is okay, yeah. So align with the community, align a bit with the Nigeria, blah, blah. But the national open is not aligned, okay? So you need to look into alignment of that, yeah. So, yeah. So, and also there's another line after the ICEP, which you need to just remove, okay? So the skills, technical skills. So the agile methodology and the technical skill, they need to be the same format. I'm not sure they are. Look into that, okay? I'm not sure. Something is, yeah. It seems it just look as if they are, but I don't think they are. I don't think they are. And yeah, you can look into that and see if they are of the same format and also the tools. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I think because you can see the T. Yeah. Maybe one of them is capital letter or small letter. Okay. is the format that just changed the font. Then also on the tools, you see, yeah, so there's nothing at the beginning of the column or the last one. So arrange that properly if that's fine. Yeah. Okay, the next part, experience. Okay. Okay, like I think I've been mentioning this several times anyway. So the description where you have the description of the name, so align it properly. So it's not aligned. Okay. Okay. All right. In the project that you have, I don't think you need all these version 1.0, version 1.1. I don't think you need that. Okay. But of course, it's also not a showstopper. Yeah, but I don't think you need that. Just remove that. Then the only thing I can ask you to do is just to explain what the project is. Do you get it now? That might make a lot of sense. So then when you have the tools, okay, instead of putting them in bullet point like that, that just accumulate space, just don't put them in bullet point. Just use comma inside, remove the bullet point and just say comma Jenkins, Microsoft projects, just comma, and everything like that. So, but I know there are other tools that you didn't put anyway. But because for testing, some of them you put them in the top, so you need to put them as well in that place. Achievements. Okay, I think that achievement is okay. Okay, achievement is fine anyway. So then after that, the next one, I think, I'm gonna skip because you know that they are not ready. So maybe just copy and paste something. So okay, all right, that is that. I think my time is spent and I've got a lot, so maybe I'll check the date that the rest are uploaded, so that I can have a. Oh yeah, I can stop by date anyway. So okay, the next person, your telephone number ends with 3304. Your telephone number ends with 3304. Are you there? 3304. And your email ends with wo@yahoo.com. wo@yahoo.com. Are you there? And your name starts with A. Okay. Are you there? Okay. If not, we'll move on. So, okay, quickly, I'm going to skip this one anyway, but I just want to say things quickly to everyone. Please don't put Blue Sky on your CV as training and also put Blue Sky as an experience. It doesn't, So more often we don't use Blue Sky as training anyway. Like what you guys are doing right now is like a workplace anyway. So I rather put it on the experience and okay. So look into that anyway. So Okay, let me go back to the CVs and see. Okay, I think let's see if I can go through the rest in half an hour, 1 minute. quickly. Okay. So telephone number 3304 telephone number 3304, and email ending with 2wo at yahoo.com. Okay. So first thing, like I said, the same thing apply if you do. Okay, all right. So this one said require any authorization to work in the UK. So you need to remove that completely. You need to remove the all of the line, so you don't need that anyway. Just leave it blank. Okay. So you don't need to say authorization to work. The whole line, just remove it. Okay. Because if you put that, then so yeah, most people might not even call you for an interview anyway. So yeah, you just need to remove that. So, or if you do, yeah, for those guys that are in Nigeria actually, so that's another thing that I normally say. One of my mentees in Nigeria that got a role in Europe actually. I don't know how he does it, but maybe you can speak to him later anyway. So he's still in Nigeria, but he's still working. Yeah. So with something in Europe. So Paul, he's got a UK line, right? And he was like, Mr. DG, I have a UK line. I said it's not possible. He said, yes. So okay, call me my UK number. And I called him, he picked it up anyway, and he was in Nigeria. So, but if he can get something like that, it will be good. So at least so, but of course, yeah, I don't know how you did with the address anyway. So that's a different thing. Okay. So okay, because some people, even if you have address in Nigeria, they might not call Nigerian line anyway. So you need to look into how to solve that. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I think this is good anyway. So personal statements is good. So like I said, the education, you need to remove that. Yeah. You need to remove education Scrum Blue Sky from the education anyway. So this keys looks good for me. So like I've said it before that you don't need to put internship in your role, okay? So you can remove the internship, okay? So yeah. So responsibilities, okay, that is fine. As a Scrum Master, you don't report to test lead, okay? So you need to remove that. So responsible for risks and issue identification and reporting to, yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. Taking, yeah, I'm going to skip this because it just shows that you just go and copy someone else's CVs anyway. So you need to redo this, okay? This is not Yeah, this is not a Scrum Master. So this needs to be, yeah, you need to redo it. Okay. So the next person, your telephone number ends with 5020. 5020. Are you there? 5020. I'm not going to go back if I call your name and you're not there. So 5020. And okay, cool. Thank you. All right. So for this, yeah, for this, you need to stay focused. Yeah, because this CV is still a bit all over the place in terms of responsibility, but I'll quickly give you a quick feedback, okay? So I think the same thing I've spoken about the authorization anyway. So next one is your personal statement. So is a data analyst role, okay, which is good. And let's see what you're talking about. Okay, so you don't need during my academic journey. So I don't think that is right to put in there. So whereas I have experience, strong experience in statistics, blah blah provision. So yeah, you need to remove the academic journey. So who cares about what So okay. I'm seeking entry level a role, blah blah. That's okay anyway. Okay. So remove the blue sky from education. Okay. So technical skills, there's one line at the top of that, remove that, you don't need that. Analytical skills. So I think that, there is a gray stripe. I think you need to remove that. Agile methodology. So it's don't, you don't need those words to be honest. So if you want, you can put these tools for agile methodology, but not those words. Okay, you need to remove that. Okay, then in terms of experience, IT support, blah blah, data analyst. Okay, so I don't know whether you need to stick to one or something, but yeah, it's okay anyway if you say data support and data analyst. Okay, so that is fine. So okay, one thing that I can say, blah, 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 is a financial organization. Yeah, you don't need to say registered with, you can remove that. Founded in 1992 with the objective, blah, blah. So, one thing I can say, if anyone that's looking for roles in the UK, right? So you need to remove any reference to Nigeria experience, okay? It's okay. Let's say I work with First Bank, okay, Nigeria. Just say First Bank. You don't need to say First Bank Nigeria anyway. So that's what I can say. So when they ask you where's First Bank, yeah, you can say Nigeria. So, but on your CV, just remove that reference to Nigeria for a start anyway. Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, projects. For data analyst, okay, I think they are going to give you a lot of projects anyway, so you're going to see that as you go along. So, okay, achievements. Okay, so that is not an achievement. What you put in there, you need to look at that properly. So that's not an achievement. The other role is not, it's not related to, what we are learning. Yeah, but I think it's okay to leave it like that as well. Anyway, okay. All right, the next person. Oh, this needs a bit of work, actually. Okay, now the next person, your telephone number ends with 8734, 8734, 8734. Are you there? 8734, 8734. So as we are waiting for that, 8734. 8734. So the next person will be 0698, 0698. So I will take it that I didn't, this person 8734 is not here. 8734, and your email ends with 1991 at gmail.com. 1991@gmail.com. Your name starts with A. Just, yeah, because, yeah, this CV is not actually ready at all. You need to do a bit of work, a lot of work on this one. So, okay. The next person, right, is 0698. After that, I will move to another person, 8178. So that one should get ready, 8178. So on this one, it is 0698. Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, 0698. Okay. Can you please let me know, are you part of the under 25? Just send, yeah, send a message to me. Are you part of the under 25? Oh, cool. So, yeah. So because that make a lot of sense to me, so that, yeah, I will say, okay, cool. That's brilliant. Well done anyway. So this is good. So, okay, with over 1 year experience in that, okay, all right, try to be okay. All right, cool. Okay. So I think is a good start. Okay. Well done. Okay. This is good. And one thing that I can say, right? So one, you've put your name in there, right? You haven't said about anything about authorization to work in the UK. I'm going to believe that you are British. You want to put that in there, actually. That, yeah, okay, nationality, British, okay. Then LinkedIn, you put a LinkedIn in there, but there's no link, right? So do open a LinkedIn profile and put on side to, yeah. So a good way to start, because you're in a group right now, open everyone that want to create their LinkedIn profile should quickly create it. Share within your team and let everybody be your friends or connect. At least you start to build a LinkedIn profile. I would say everyone in the team should share their LinkedIn profile with everybody. So, and then talking about the education, that is good, even though I really don't like this template that you chose, okay? The reason being the fact that you can see when you have your key skills on the left, education on the left, and it just spread down, right? And in the middle, on the right-hand side, you have some free space, okay? I'll prefer you use the one that doesn't have the columns, to be honest. So sometimes that is a little better. But having said that, it's not that this is totally bad anyway, so it's okay. But I really don't like the fact that you will create some spaces in the middle for you, right? So that's another thing. Yeah, if that is okay. So, okay, in terms of the career summary, okay, okay, business analysis. Okay, that's fine. So you need to write something about Blue Sky consultancy. Actually, what exactly is that? Okay. So project, instead of saying outline, say project. Okay. What exactly is the project that you work on? What does it? Yeah. If you say mentor skill, what exactly is that? Okay. Key responsibility. You put some things in there, but if you can expand it more, that would be good. Okay. Okay, because there are a lot of things that as a Scrum, as a BA that you've done that I can see here. Okay, so what do you use Visio for instance? Yeah, what do you about your user story? Those keys that you put on the left hand side, how do you use them? Right, put them in the responsibility. Okay, so that's what I think I'm looking for, right? In your responsibility, I'm looking for like, let's say 12 to 15 key responsibilities. If you're able to do that, right, maybe this format can still be good for you because it's going to push everything down. Then there might not be empty space, okay, that you have currently anyway. So if that make a lot of sense to you, okay, well done. Yeah, so if you have an old LinkedIn profile, yeah, you can remove it, or yeah. So that's one thing I can say. So yeah, I think I've also addressed that. Yeah. So okay, if you don't know how to copy your LinkedIn profile, speak to any of your Scrum Master in your team. They should be able to assist you anyway. So let's give them as an impediment to address. Okay, for this, the next person, right? Okay, 8178, 8178, 8178. Okay, 8178. Are you there? 8178. Okay, all right. So I'm not sure you followed what I asked you to do at all. Right. So let me know. Were you in the meeting when I did creation of CV? Quickly. Were you in that meeting? Or did you watch this CV? Okay. All right. I'm going to ask you to go and watch it. Okay. So because this does not actually, it's not what I was looking for. Please go and watch it if that's fine. Anyway. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you. I've got, okay. All right. Sorry. Quickly. Okay. The next person. Series. My PC is, it's really weird now. Okay. Okay. Your name starts with J. Okay. Your name starts with J, and telephone number ends with 5976. 5976. Are you there? 5976. 5976. Five nine seven six. 5976. Okay. I'll pass on that one. So the next person is 1031, 1031, and follow up with 7430, 7430. So your telephone number, this particular person, your telephone number ends with 1031, and your email ends with MOKUN, right, at gmail.com. Okay. gmail.com, at gmail.com. 1031, 1031. Okay, cool. Thank you. So, like I said, you need to look into the authorization as well. Okay. I think you still need a lot of work on this one, actually. Even the experience does not tally, right? So, yeah. So, and yeah, I don't know where to start on this one. So, even your responsibility, your experience. I can't even see the most recent one actually, right? So you need to work on this one actually. So do go and watch the video. Your responsibility, the most recent one should start from the top, okay? And you need responsibility at least 10 to 12 responsibility, okay? And yeah, so do watch the video as well. I think this thing a bit of work actually. But one thing I can say is like your header is okay, right? Your personal statement is good, okay? Your education, yeah, that is a good start as well. So, but in terms of skills, I think it's also a good start. You've done that well anyway, well done. So I don't think the rest at the bottom needs a lot of work, okay? All right, so go to the next person. So this is 7430, 7430. Do you have this person? 7430. Your Okay, I said send a message and always, yeah, attention to details very, very important. Okay. Okay. This also needs a bit of work, actually. Right. I'm not sure that is the format that you selected or not. Yeah, because it seems it's so, yeah, the name just big at the top. But we're going to review the content anyway, so you might need to get a new yeah, I think get a new template or reduce the width because there's this lot of space from your name to where your address is anyway. So if you want to kind of reduce that anyway. So okay, so professional summary. Skills in multiple agile methodology. I think I won't write it like that. I don't know what we have multiple agile. Yeah, to get now. I would say skills in agile methodology, not multiple, to be honest. So if that makes a lot of sense, okay. Okay. So I think, yeah, look into that. Yeah, remove that multiple. I don't think that make a lot of sense in terms of the skills. So yeah, so you put that in column, which is good actually, but you've omitted the excellent communication in the bullet point. So make that to be part of the bullet point. Then you need to be consistent when it comes to the agile methodology. You Yeah, the bullet point is different from the one at the top. Okay, so let it be the same. So okay, talking about work history. Okay. Okay, so yeah, like I said, yeah, I think you might need to watch the video again anyway. So what I said about the company, how you also mentioned the company, the project, the tools, yeah, this does not follow what I ask you to do. Okay, you need to work in that. But I think yeah, you need to, yeah, work on this more anyway. So yeah, so the tools, the achievements, yeah, the projects, and also this, yeah. So you need to look into that bit. Okay. So the next person, your okay, okay. I'm gonna skip this entirely, to be honest. I don't even need to mention who's got this one. Okay. All right. So okay, I'll just let you know. Okay, 26 2639, 2639. Are you there? 2639. Your telephone number ends with 2639. Your telephone number ends with 2639. Oh, okay, that's another one. So do we have this person? Okay, all right. Okay, like I said, to be honest, I think I mentioned that, and you can see the reason, right, why I don't prefer two columns actually, but some people do prefer it, which is fine anyway. So, and it's not that, yeah. So, okay, all right, cool, that's fine. You put your name and your contacts, that's fine. Okay, education. Yes, please do remove Blue Sky from education. Then on the overview, you put the paragraph, yeah, there's a space before as a, okay, you need to remove that, okay. With career spanning 3 months in agile development, you just want to remove that, to be honest. That would not do anything to you. So even though you got that 3 months, you don't put that in the face of everybody. Okay, let them check that in your CV, okay. So, okay. I don't know, to be honest. So Scrum Master is not a profession for me. It's a blah blah. I really don't think that is necessary, right? So to be honest, so please look into that overview again and rewrite it. To be honest, just make it more professional anyway. So that's one thing I can say. Okay, I really don't think the wordings are okay. Well, that's me anyway. So then followed by the experience, the Scrum Master, that title is so faint. I don't know what happened. So you need to look into that. So the responsibilities. Okay, like I said, okay, after at the end of the responsibility, which I think is okay. Okay, so you need to put the project that you work on. If at the end, even there's an extra bullet point with nothing inside, you need to look into that. Okay, so and also ensure that you put the, yeah, go and watch the video again and look at what I asked you to put in there. And I also sent a template for you guys to look into. I'm not really happy that, yeah, I asked you guys to do something and you don't do it. So you need to look at what I asked you guys to do. I even added the template as well. So yeah. So the skills are kind of okay anyway. So okay. Okay, so you need to work on the overview, work on the responsibility a bit, but I think they're okay. Then put the rest out after the responsibility. So the role from 2017 to date, if you can make it look a bit more like, yeah, I think it's still okay, isn't it? Because you're talking about budget, you're talking about coordinating, collaborating, that which I think is fine as a Scrum Master. Just, yeah, um, the word like facilitating, you want to let it be in there as well anyway. So okay. So apologies, guys. I think I just want to ensure that I finish everything today, so that I don't, yeah. So apologies, yeah, to everyone. So I just need to kind of finish this so I don't keep everyone waiting. So if that's okay. Yeah. Okay, the next person, your telephone number ends with 3092, 3092. Are you there? 3092, 3092. Then after that, I will call on, this person has not got any telephone number. Okay, I've got 3092. Okay. Okay, 3092. Okay, thank you. All right. So I really don't know. One, this is just a side comment. I don't think it's not because right now, from your name now that you sent to me, right, from the chat is even though it's just one letter missing, right, from the one. So I'm going to assume that that's the name that you bear, but this is also a different on your CV. So maybe you need to look into whether you want to use the shorter version of your name or not, but that's fine anyway. So and the other, it seems to be where your name is big, okay, and you don't have your address, nothing, and I'm not sure that if you have authorization to work in the UK, whether you want to add that as well or not. So you need to look into that. Yeah. Okay. So okay. Right. Okay. I would also ask you to please do go and watch my video. You also did not actually cover what I asked you to do as well. Okay. Yeah, please do go back and watch the video. So it'll be good because I think you have some content that are good actually, right, on your CV, right? So, but it seems that it's still a bit all over the place. So even some good experiences as well, anyway. So which you can leverage on, but you haven't done justice to them, to be honest. So, and yes. Yeah. So please do watch the video and follow the what I asked to do, please. That's okay. But yeah, the some of the contents are okay, but some of them are not anyway. So um, yeah, the next one is not really, really great to be honest. This is and there's no telephone number. I don't know why. So this person, your Gmail, yeah, your email ends with W. In fact, okay, WOW at gmail.com. WOW at gmail.com. This is not really, really great at all. At all. I can't even review this anyway. So you need to first go and do and even, yeah, I don't even know what to start. Even the format is not that great, to be honest. You need to look into that anyway. So maybe you have opportunity to kind of add it later. Okay. So the next person, okay, the next person, your telephone number ends with 2209, 2209. So I thought okay. So the first one, your name, okay, you need to look into that. You put your name as blah, blah. Okay, can I? 2204, 2204. Are you there? 2204, 2204. Okay, maybe not. So the next person, your telephone number ends with 6862, 6862, 6862. Are you there? 6862, 6862, 6862. Okay, all right, that's one. Okay, the next person, your telephone number ends with, okay, all right. 6862. Okay, all right, 6862. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that is okay. Software skills, problem solving, problem tools, education. Education. And okay, I think the profile page looks okay for me anyway. So highly motivated, blah blah. With okay, Scrum. So which I think is good. So, but if you can expand that anyway, just add more like 2 lines, that's fine. So then the only thing I can say is like in the tools part, I think there are more than that, okay, that you just wrote. Yeah. So if you can add more tools anyway, so that would be good. Then the next thing I want to say, another thing I want to say, after your qualifications, okay, after your qualifications, you that space you need to remove. Okay, there's a one page that in there that you need to remove. Then okay, maintenance technician, that's the most recent one. Then you need to remove that if you are actually looking for this role. So remove intern, okay. But however, okay, responsibility, you need to do more on that. It's just kind of 5 responsibility, and there's no other thing that I actually ask you to write. So you need to kind of finish that. So this is not yet finished, okay. All right. So the next person, 2348, your 2348, that's your telephone number. Your telephone number ends with 2348. Are you there? 2348. 2348. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. So okay. All right, this is good. I think I've mentioned about the authorization. If if you don't require authorization, just say. But if you are British, just say British. Okay. So if you are British, say nationality British. If you don't require, so that's fine. So and the address that you put in there, even you spread it out wrong. Yeah, the state should be in capital letter. Okay, you need to look into that. Okay. So and as far as blah blah. Yeah. Okay. That is fine. The personal statement is okay. The education is fine. So the skills, yeah, I think that there should be more than that. Technical skills, if you are looking for a test, but it's okay. You can add more as you go along in the project. Okay, because they will be teaching you some other things anyway. But this is a good start anyway. So, but if you can put them in 2 or 3 columns, that would be good. Like the same thing you do with the agile methodology, that would be fantastic. Do the same thing for the tools. Okay. So then going back to the experience, quality assurance, I think there's a typo in there. So quality QUA. So I think you misspelled that one. So okay, then okay, that is fine. We are blah blah blah. Okay. So responsibility, take responsibility on blah, blah, blah. I won't actually put that at the first. You want to put the creation of test cases and blah, blah at the top. Yeah, so I think you need to look at these responsibilities a lot, okay? So because this is just kind of so basic, okay? So I don't see test cases. I don't see other things that you want to put. Just kind of, this is more of Scrum Master's responsibility, to be honest. So yeah, so you need to look into that anyway. So you need more responsibility. The same thing also projects. You need to, yeah. I think you guys just kind of, yeah. Yeah, okay. So yeah, look into the responsibility and also the tools as well anyway. So okay. So the rest, I think, I don't know. It seems I've seen this before. You guys, oh really? I really don't know what you is the last part, to be honest. It doesn't make sense to me, actually. So what are you trying to put at the bottom? They are just not really aligned. So, and I'll skip that, to be honest. So what's the purpose of the one at the bottom? All right, okay. So the next person, okay, the next person, your telephone number ends with 5804, 5804, 5804. So, okay, I like how you play with it. Okay, all right. Do we have the person here actually? 5804, 5804, 5804. And the next person is 0566. Do we have 5804, 5804? Okay, it's not. So the next person is 0566, 0566, 0566, 0566. Okay, 0566. Thank you. So, okay, all right, cool. So, okay, I like this is good actually. So the level of detail is wonderful. Well, I don't know that is the first paragraph. You can tone it down a little actually. So I'll focus. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, you said do not require authorization. So can you quickly type for me why? Yeah. So is it you got dependent visa or you're British or just if that's fine. So okay, so the profile, blah blah, that's good. Then the only thing I want to say, technical skills. Mm, I can pass on that one anyway, but look into the last part, troubleshooting. Mm, I really don't know what you mean by that level of visa. So with that one, oh, okay, I get you mean. I get what you mean. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. Yeah. So with that, you don't. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, so troubleshooting, yeah, I think the troubleshooting part, troubleshooting methodology, and I don't think what you mean by that, to be honest. Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, to be honest, that can, yeah, maybe you should just remove that. I think I can't even, don't know what that is. Okay, education, yeah, so that is okay. So just align them. You can see the North and the MSc is not aligned properly. So yeah, align the line together so that the MSc and the Northumbria would kind of align together. Certification should just move a bit up so that it can be on the first line. Then work experience. Okay, this is neat and tidy. So remove the line. Hold on 1 minute. So, oh, did you send PDF? Can you, yeah, did you send PDF? I think this is a PDF, right? Or what? Can you confirm to me, please, if this is a PDF? Because I'm opening on it seems it's a PDF. Okay. All right. So if you know what, okay, because it's not okay, hold on. I don't know why it's not opening in Word. It's okay. All right. So let's just continue anyway. Okay. All right. So that is fine. Thank you. Okay. So we're done on this one. This is really, really good, actually. So this is good. Well done. So one thing I can say is in terms of the project, mentor skill should be one word. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I think well done. The only thing technical, okay, you also put technical skill. Bring it a bit up. Okay, this is really, really impressive. Well done. So, and I think this is good. So, one thing that you need to also look into, right? So, the first row, all right, you put the date at the right hand side, which is good, right? From um, that date, I'm not sure, right? Are you Uh, I just want to know why you put that date. Okay, if you just send a message to me, because that date is not something that I'm comfortable with. Okay, so if you need to, yeah, unless you've done the program before. Okay, so that's one. So that I don't want to, yeah, because it's based on the, okay, all right, cool, no problem, that's fine. So okay, so the next row that you have, I just need you to watch it because the format is different. So you need to put it in the same format at the first row, so you can see it's in lowercase, blah blah. So just make sure that in the same thing like the one at the top. Okay, so I think except from that, this looks good anyway. So this is good. Well done on that one. You've kind of worked on that, putting, yeah, so a lot of effort on this. Yeah. So okay. Okay. All right, cool. Well done. So I think the last person is this one now. Okay. So your telephone number ends with 1929, 1929, 1929, 1929. Do we have the person 1929, 1929, 1929? And your telephone number. Maybe we've actually done it actually. Telephone number ends with 100 and Gmail. Yeah, I have called you before. So the person that just sent message that have I called you? I have called you, you were not there anyway. So I will skip that. I've called you before, you did not respond. Okay. Okay, I think that is us to be honest. So yeah. Mm. No, 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 I won't. Okay, all right, cool. That is that. Okay, all right. So this is where we're going to stop anyway. So